Hey there, gang. Welcome back to Papa's Model Workshop. I'm Papa, and this is my workshop. Okay, I'm finishing up the 69 Chevelle. Okay, I've been occasionally showing this to you and giving you little updates on it and so forth. So we're just about in the home stretch on this car today. And then I can finally get into, whoops, I just dropped the hood, my 66 Chevy Fleet Side pickup truck, which I've already got the paint on, as you can plainly see. And that's a group build, so I'm really kind of excited to get into this in earnest. Let me just pick up the hood. Hang on one second. Dropping stuff all over the place. So the thing that I would like to go over with you today on this Chevelle is, as I said, we're just about in the home stretch. I'm going to finish this car up today. You know, when you get into the home stretch on any build, if you're like me, you kind of get excited about wanting to get it done. And you say, oh, I've only got the door handles and the side view mirrors to go and the headlights or something like that. I just have to do that real quick. And you know something? It's the one time when you should probably really slow down and take your time, because particularly with the parts that I just mentioned, you know, a door handle, for example, or a side view mirror, you're talking about very teeny tiny little parts going on to the finished paint. Okay, and if you just stick that chrome piece onto finished paint, you're going to have a difficult time getting it to stick. So you're going to have to do things like filing off the piece of chrome that's going to adhere to the car body. And also, you're going to need to take something like an X-Acto knife, is what I used, to kind of scratch the paint off of the car where that mirror is going to go, which it kills you. You got your nice, beautiful looking paint job, and you're going to go in there with an X-Acto knife and scratch it up. So, you know, but these are the times where you need to really slow down and take your time, test fit your parts to make sure you know where it's going to go, and then make the proper preparations to glue it to the area that it needs to be put. Okay, so I'm going to go over and meet you at the build bench in just a second. Okay, hang on. Okay, so we're back over here at the build bench, and you can see, all right, that I have the side view mirror already attached, all right, right there, and I have the door handle yet to go on this side. So let me pick that up. Now, I think I went over this with you in the last video. You know, when I'm working on, you know, something like this, you know, just one particular area, I will put the pieces for that particular area into a little plastic cup like this. I got these at Dollar Tree, actually. I got like, gee, I don't know, like 8 of them for $1. Actually, $1.25. They went up. But still, you know, this keeps things nice and organized. And a little piece, okay, like this door handle is very easy to lose or misplace, and you're going to be down on your hands and knees looking for your piece. And as a matter of fact, before I showed you the Chevy Fleet Side, and the hinge for the hood on that truck went flying, and that's actually where I was. I was on my hands and knees looking for that. So anyway, let's take a good look at this, and you can see, can you see that? The chrome is there, obviously, and what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to file that chrome off. So this is a little bit of a surgical procedure. Let me move this car because I don't want to. Here we go. Okay, we'll put it over here. I don't want to do this over the car and get that dust. All right, now, I don't think this is showing up. And you see what I just did? I'm holding this, and it just went flying. Luckily, it went in that direction and not on the floor, and I can see it. It's right here, okay? So That's what you want to do. You want to try to get that chrome off of there. And if I can pick this up, there we go. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Now, bear in mind, I'm doing this behind the camera, so it makes it just that much more difficult. You know, normally, if you're just doing this without a camera, you can just hunch over this and do what you got to do. But when you're doing this from behind the camera, I'm at a considerable distance. And because I'm old, I really can't even see what I'm doing because I'm at a considerable distance. So, and there it went again. All right, hang on a second. Let me pause this. Okay, I found my door handle. I'm just dropping everything all over the place today, which is all the more reason to use these little cups. So what I did was I took the file and I filed off that little area on the door handle. I took my tip of my X-Acto knife and I scratched away the paint. Can you see where this is going to go? All right, so now I have a little bit of contact. Actually, this is my CA glue. This is my Loctite CA glue. Let me move these things out of the way. All right, that way I can get my hand in here. And I'm just going to dab this. I'm sorry, I'm hitting the camera because I am wearing a magnifying visor so I can see that tiny little door handle when I was filing it. And the top of the magnifying visor is hitting the camera mount. So that's why that's shaking. Now, I'll tell you something else. Try to set this up. Okay. Can you see? Wrong thing. Okay. Here's the door handle, and you got a fat part and you got a thin part. All right. So make sure that you know beforehand what's going to go where. So in this case, I want the fat part to go towards the back. And I actually said the words out loud, fat to back. So I'm not going to be in here fiddling, trying to figure out how this goes. Now, I'm going to try to center this for you so you can see it. I got it in place, but it's not fully in place. I got to play with it a little bit. And I'm sorry, I'm getting my fingers in there, and I don't mean to do that, but now it's there, but it's going to need just a little bit more centering. All right. Oh, gosh, I should have left it. There we go. I think we've got it pretty close. Pretty close. And on top of everything else, I've got a Chihuahua down here giving me hell. All right. There. Got it. Don't touch it. Okay? Excuse me. All right, so we've got the door handle. We've got our side view mirror. And again, you know, sometimes you get towards the end with these little, you know, leftover things, and you think, wow, you know, I'll just got to do that real quick. And, you know, and as a matter of fact, you want to know something? Look at this. You see that right there? That's supposed to be on the bottom. And you know what that's telling me? That's telling me that this goes on the other side. So that means for all my work, I've got to take that off. It's got to go on the other side. So I'm going to put that there for a second. I'm going to go back into here. All right. And where's my other door handle? Hang on. There we go. There's my other door handle right there. So what I'm going to do is, because you don't want to see me stand here with a sanding stick, or actually a file, and file that. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to file that edge, and I'll be right back. This is going to go right back into here. All right. And then it'll also allow me to give this dog a bone because he's going to continue to hit me over the head here until I give him a bone. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I got that on. All right. I don't know. Can you see? Pointer got stuck. Can you see that right there? How that comes down? All right. And that is where that's supposed to be. But it was up on top before. So I was using the wrong door handle on the wrong side. So the door handle that I was using now has to go on this side. So let's take a look here. Back to my little cup. All right. Now, basically, I think you have the idea of what I have to do to get those on. So again, I'm not going to bore you with the tedious nature of sanding or filing those little edges. What I do want to show you is this. Let me show you something. Hang on. You know, when you get to these areas, it's like doing surgery. Can you see the little pilot hole that's in there? Okay. Now, what I did was I wanted to deepen that pilot hole. Now, normally what you would do is you would go in with your pin vise, okay, pin vise or pin vise. Okay, let me show you what I got recently. And I may have shown you this in another video. I can't remember. So if I'm being redundant, I apologize. But this is a power pin vise. And can you hear that? Comes with multiple speeds. And anyway, that's what I used to make that pilot hole on that side view mirror just a bit deeper. Okay, I didn't go all the way through. I just kind of, you know, watch me turn this on and drill a hole in my hand. I just touched it and went down just a tiny little bit to make it just a bit deeper. And these are all the bits, by the way, that came with this. And I think, gosh, I think I only paid about $12 or $13. Look at all this stuff I got. So for that price, boy, I'll tell you can't go wrong. I got this on Amazon. All right, so just a little thing. Okay, so I'm going to tinker with this side of the Chevelle with these door handles and side view mirrors and so forth, and I'll be right back. Okay, gang, we're back, and boy, for you watching me put this together and pausing it and coming back as we just did, it seems like it just was a second that went by, but in actuality, it's probably been a little bit of maybe about an hour or so. So I have a great story to tell you of what went on in that hour. So quickly, let me go over. I've got my my door handles and my side view mirrors on. Okay, as you can see on this side too. All right, door handles and side view mirror. Now, I did this over at the workbench over there, my paint bench, because I have all of this camera equipment set up here. And, you know, when I was able to do this off camera and lean right over the work area, these went right on. Okay, so it's difficult trying to do this, you know, from behind the camera. So it's not as difficult as I made it look for you on camera. If you're doing this at home and you're able to lean right over your work area, believe me, this goes on a lot quicker. Okay, so let me tell you my great story here for the hour or so that this was paused. I put in the tail lights and so forth, okay, and got my headlights in and the parking lights, and I had my pieces in. See, I'm hitting this camera again. I have my pieces in here, as I said, that I usually do, but at some point you're going to have to go in and take your pieces out. All right, so I took my red tail light out with the tweezers, and I put my canopy glue. Let me show you. I used my evergreen canopy glue for all of that. And I had this tipped up here with the tail light, all right, in my tweezers. And I'm just about to put it in, and guess what? I dropped it. Okay. Now, even before that, I had a major problem because I went back into my stash of parts. You'll remember that I separate all my parts in the very beginning and I put it in an organizer. And I'm just going to walk over here quickly and show you. Okay, I have all my parts are like this, where they're labeled according to color. Okay, here's a smaller one. All right, and I went over to grab the tail lights, and there were no tail lights. So I looked all over, looked in the box, couldn't find them. Major problem if the part is completely missing. Now, luckily, I had another kit. All right, this is the kit that I am doing. All right, so I had another kit. So I ran into this box and I stole the tail lights from that kit for this car. So I was able to get that in there. So as I said, I dropped the piece. I'm down on my hands and knees. I actually keep knee pads here in the workshop. Seriously, I'm not being funny about that. I really do. In fact, I'm still wearing them because, you drop a little tiny part and you have to get down on your hands and knees. And at my age, getting down on my hands and knees, particularly after having had 2 knee replacements, I've got to have knee pads to get down there. And then it takes me another hour or so to get back up. So I'm down there looking. I can't find it. I finally found it inside the garbage can. Okay, you believe that? It fell into the garbage can. All right, so it's sitting there. I see it. Reach in with the tweezers to get it, and I dropped it again, and it went deeper into the garbage can. And I'm taking the garbage can apart. You know where I found it? I had a cup like this in the bottom of the garbage can, and it was laying right inside the cup. You believe the things that go on in this hobby? If you're a seasoned modeler, then you can probably relate to what I'm telling you. But this is modeling, folks. You get weird stuff like that happens. Okay, so anyway, this is really pretty much done. Now, the only thing left to do is just the decals. So let me grab those and we'll see if we can get those decals on, okay? Okay, gang, so I'll tell you, with that, I have the decals on, and I think we are going to be able to call this 69 Chevelle completed. Now, it's not perfect. It's got its little flaws and so forth here and there, but I don't think I've ever built a car, or any build for that matter, that was perfect. And if I continue in this hobby until my dying day, I probably won't build the perfect build, which in a way keeps you motivated to always do better on the next build. So this is it, 1969 Chevelle. All right, and overall it didn't come out too bad. Let's see if we can get a look inside here. Hang on one second. Okay, take that off. All right, we'll get in, look inside the engine bay and so forth. All right, so not too bad. So this is going to be packed up actually and sent out on Monday morning. This is Saturday right now. And as I said, this is going to be a present for somebody, so I can't say too much because it's supposed to be a surprise. But there we go. And we will now head over and start working on that 66 Fleet Side pickup truck that I spoke to you about. Okay, so thanks a lot for tuning in, and leave me some comments, or you can always go to my Facebook page, Papa's Model Workshop on Facebook, or you can drop me an email at papasmodelworkshop@gmail.com. Hi, Adam, and the grandchildren are here because it's Saturday. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Hi, Liam. Okay, gotta go. Everybody's coming down. See you guys.